Rahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mga kapatid, ngayon ay tatalakayin ko kailan ba nagsimula ang pagtawag ni Jesucristo bilang Diyos at ano ang mga controversies na nasimulan nitong paniniwala na si Jesucristo ay isang Diyos. Actually, ang pagtuturo ng si Jesucristo ay isang Diyos ay hindi ito nagmula sa Jerusalem, hindi ito nagmula sa kanyang mga apostoles, na sila ni Pedro, sila ni Mateo. No, hindi po nagmula sa kanila, kundi nagmula ito hundreds of years after the ascension of Jesus Christ. Kailan ba? Una, ang istorya nito, there are two groups of people. Ang tinatawag na Athanasians and tinatawag na mga Arians. Itong salitang Arians or Arianism, nanggaling ito kang Arios. Sino ba si Arios? Ang tanong, sino ba si Arios? Tingnan natin dito sa aking research kung sino si Arios. Sino si Arios? Si Arios ay isang Kristiyano na o tagasunod ni Kristo. Siya raw ay isang presbyter or Presbyterian in modern time. Siya ay isinilang in 250 at namatay siya. It's 250 or 256 isinilang siya. Hindi clear kung anong taon isinilang siya. 250 or 256 siya isinilang. Saan siya isinilang? In Libya, yung lugar ng mga Muslim. Libya ni Gaddafi. Okay, specifically in the region of Cyrenaica. Doon siya isinilang. He became a prominent figure in Alexandria, Egypt. Kilalang nakilala siya dahil magaling siya magsalita. Siya ay isang talagang courageous person, charismatic magsalita. Ay nakilala siya doon sa Alexandria, Egypt. At marami siyang mga followers. Sabi pa dito, because of his eloquence. Eloquence, magaling talaga magsalita. Eloquence. Arios' teaching led the development of Arianism. Ang Arianism talaga ay nag-develop ito, nagmula sa pangalang Arios or katuruan ni Arios. Okay. Which possessed that Jesus Christ was created by God. Ang kanyang paniniwala nga si Jesus Christ created by God. Hindi a creator, but it is a created being. So, hindi siya naniwala nga si Jesus co-eternal, co-existing with the Father. Unlike mga Trinitarian, nga pinaniwalaan nila na si Jesus Christ co-existent, co-eternal with the Father. Itong mga Trinitarian. Si Arius ay opposed nito. Okay? Early life of his career, sinabi dito, Arius received a good education, likely in Alexandria, a major center of learning. Ang learning pa noon is in Alexandria, in Egypt. He gained a reputation for piety and theological insight. Ito si Arius. Ang katuruan ni Arius, teachings and controversy. Arius' views were influenced by Neoplatonism and a literal interpretation of the New Testament. Literal interpretation nila sa New Testament. Nagamit din siya pala ng Biblia. He used popular songs and his work Thalia to spread his teachings, which emphasized the subordination of Jesus to God the Father. mayroong kanta siyang ginawa nga si Jesus Christ ay subordinate, meaning mababa kaysa Ama. This led to a significant theological controversy. Bakit controversy? Dahil mayroong naniwala nga si Kristo ay Diyos, ang coexistent and co-eternal. Ito ay naging controversy, naging issue, okay? Culminating in the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD, where Arius was declared a heretic for refusing to sign the Nicene Creed. Dahil mayroong debate si Athanasius at ito si Arius, ang story nito. Mayroong tinatawag ni Nicene Council Creed. Ang nag-supervise sa Nicene Council Creed under ito ni Emperor Constantine. Siya isang pagano. Ayaw niyang mag-away-away ang mga tao. Ayaw niyang mayroong gera-gera, away-away, na mga debate. Gusto siyang magka-unite. Ay ayaw talaga ni Arius. Pinapirma si Arius yung 325 AD, yung the Nicene Council, the first Nicene Council. Ayaw niyang pipirma. Nga doon, si Kristo declared as co-eternal, co-existent with God. Ayaw niyang pipirma. So, he was declared by the council as heretic. Siyempre, ang emperor noon ay si Constantine the Great. Ay talagang, si Arius talaga ay papatayin. Dahil siya ay hindi sang-ayon nga si Kristo ay isang Diyos, eternal, coexistent with the Father. He maintained nga si Jesus created by God. Creation lamang. So tandaan natin naging Diyos lamang si Kristo solidly after the declaration of the Nicene Council in 325 dahil si Arius ay hindi pumirma at doon sinong maniniwala nga si Kristo ay subordinate, mababa, or created, siya ay isang tawag na heretic. Nang ibig sabihin, you will be executed by disobeying the Nicene Council Creed presided by the Emperor of Rome na sino? Constantine. Si Constantino. Ipagpatuloy natin mga kapatid. Okay. After the death of Arius was reinstated by Emperor Constantine in 327. Reinstated 327. Okay. Napatay na si Arius, pero reinstated by Emperor Constantine. Reinstated meaning binalik. Nang ibig sabihin hindi na siya heretic. Okay? But died in 336 AD under mysterious circumstances. Under mysterious circumstances. So, hindi nalaman kung anong kadahilanan siya ay namatay. Kinidnap ba? Na-assassinate ba? Hinilason ba? Bigla lang nawala si Arius. Okay? Alam naman natin na pag politika o ano pa, kung mayroong kang kalaban, talagang mayroong maghanap sa iyo, sa iyong kamatayan. Okay? Namatay siya under mysterious circumstances in Constantinople before being fully readmitted to the church. Despite his controversial legacy, Arius remains as pivotal figure in the early Christian theology. Si Arius, kahit man namatay siya, pero yung naiwanan niyang mga membro, mga aklat, ay naging matibay ito na ginagamit ng ibang mga tao sa paniniwala nga si Kristo ay created, subordinate by God. Si Arius. Now, dito na tayo. Another story ito. The first council of Nicaea, held in 325 AD, was a pivotal event of the significantly impacted Arius and his teachings. Ito, si Arius. Ang council, itong na likhang council ni Emperor Constantine, members din ng mga Trinitarian, summoning, sinusumon nila si Arius under also the supervision or the consent of Pope Sylvester the First, over 300 bishops. Mayroon 300 bishops. Imagine, bishops. Okay. Attended, including Arius and his supporters. Meaning Trinitarian, there are 300 Trinitarians. Okay. Bishops. Attended, including Arius and his supporters. Meaning, mix pala ito, sorry. Mix pala itong 300. Mayroong Trinitarian, mayroong monotheist dito. Okay. Ang Trinitarian naman, pag sabing monotheist, this is a lie. Trinitarian can never be a monotheist, but Trinitarian is a pagan in nature. Polytheist sila, hindi sila monotheist. Ang tinatawag na Trinitarian. Debate. Nangyari pang debate doon. The council debated Arius' teaching with Athanasius and bishops Alexandria, defending the divinity of Christ as co-eternal and co-substantial with God the Father. Imagine, can you believe na existing co-eternal, co-substantial, nang ibig sabihin walang pagkakaiba sa Father? Do you think Moses believed this? From the beginning, Abraham believed this. Moses believed it. Nga co-eternal si Jesus Christ. Paano na lang yung mga tao were existing prophets and scholars of Judaism or Christianity, they don't believe nga, hindi sila niniwala nga si Kristo ay co-eternal. Paano na lang sila? Dahil it was a declaration sa Constantine the Great, the Nicene Council, 325 AD, nga talagang pag hindi ka maniniwala, you are an heretic. And the punishment of heretic is to be killed. Papatayin ka. The outcome of the council condemned, sinabi dito, the outcome of the council condemned Arianism, adopting the Nicene Council Creed, which include the term of homoousios, of one substance. Inside parenthesis, of one substance. Nga si Jesus at ang Ama, ang Anak at ang Ama, one substance. To affirm Jesus' equality with God. Arius and his unyielding supporters were exiled. Napilitan silang exiled. Otherwise, they will be murdered. Okay? So, ito ang history, mga kapatid. I think it's enough to know that Jesus Christ declared to be God, to be worshipped, equal with the Father in 325 AD only. Nang ibig sabihin, prior to it, itong date na ito, maraming mga tao, there are thousands of people believing that Jesus Christ was created and was not divine, was not God. At until now, there are many people, Christians claiming to be Christians, yet they don't believe that Jesus Christ is God. Example, Jehovah's Witnesses. Ang dami. Jehovah's Witnesses. Ano pa? Itong Iglesia ni Cristo. Maraming mga Christians, they don't believe that Jesus Christ is divine or God, the Creator, the same substance, co-eternal. Imagine if they are co-eternal, so hindi sila isa. Pag sinasabing co-eternal, meaning dalawa. Co-eternal din ng Spirit, di tatlo. Co-equal, pag sinabi mong co-equal branches, pag sinabi mong meaning ka-partner, kasama. Ano sinabi ng Biblia? Mabasa dyan sa Isaiah 44, Isaiah 45, that God said, I am the only God, the Creator, and no one beside me. Very clear. Dito mga kapatid, tandaan natin, this is a record. Saan ko ba nakuhang source ito? Ay nakuha ko ito sa artificial intelligence. Kasi ngayon mga kapatid, madali na mag-research ikaw. I-type mo lang, or sasabihin mo lang, lalabas na yung gusto mong hanapin. At ito ay hindi ito bias dahil hindi ito salita ng isang tao lamang, kundi ito ay salita ng mga different churches, different scholars na kinukulikta ng artificial intelligence and then presented to a person na naghahanap ng katotohanan. So ito ang na-research ko dito, the history. And Jesus Christ mula sa simula sa kanyang lugar sa Jerusalem or saan siya isinilang ay walang naniniwala sa kapanahonan niya na siya ay Diyos. Doon lamang ito ang tinatawag na ano ba yon? Parang evolution of belief or theology nga lumabas si Jesus Christ bilang God, at it was declared only by force, of course by force, because you will be heretic if you not follow, in 325 AD, presided by Emperor Constantine, isa ring pagano. Mentality ay pagano, isinilang sa pagano, whereas during the time he claimed to be Christian, but by birth siya ay isang pagano. Sino? Si Emperor Constantine. So yan lang siguro mga kapatid. So kung mayroon mga nakinig dito, shout out ko muna. Happy Ramadan si Baser Gipal Landasan, shout out sa iyo. Sino pa dito? Okay lang, ito lang, alhamdulillah. So paki-share na lang ho mga kapatid. Ito ang history na dapat nating tandaan, na ang Trinity na si Kristo ay Diyos, hindi nagmula sa kapanahunan niya, kundi hundreds of years after the ascension of Jesus Christ, pinaniniwalaan, declared na siya ay isang Diyos, co-equal with God. Maraming salamat. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Ibrahim Puncardas Rumas. Ako magsabi, Subhanakallah, Allahumma bihamdika, asyhadu an la ilaha anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.